operation of the machine becomes so odious, makes you so sick at heart that you can't take part. You can't even passively take part. And you've got to put your bodies upon the gears and upon the wheels, upon the levers, upon all the apparatus, and you've got to make it stop.
The Dean Blundell Show, 102.1 DBS.
Crazy story about a 19-year-old selling her virginity for $15,000 through an Australian escort agency.
And did she sell it successfully?
Not yet.
Not yet.
December the 12th, she hopes to have it sold. A photo of a brown-haired girl with her face blurred out appears to be on the My Outcall website. Lists her name as a virgin. There's a Chinese flag beside her name, so she may be Asian. Oh, or she likes China, or she's just a big fan of the Chinese food, or she likes the plates you get when you get married.
I see.
Either way, she likes China. She speaks English and Mandarin and lists her speciality as, quote, virgin. That's a speciality now. You know, you become a doctor and you go, what's your specialty? And it's like, oh, I'm a ear, nose, and throat guy. Her speciality is not having sex.
So it's a speciality for 10 minutes.
Yeah, just right when it goes in.
Yeah.
The website said she must be sold by December 12th. Escort agency spokesperson said this is a genuine offer, and that is the price. The client will get 4 days with that woman. Ooh. 4 days. If she's never done it and she's going to do it for 4 days.
Really?
Tim Cannon, a spokesman for the Australian Family Association, slammed the news, saying it's clearly taking us back to the enslavement of people. No. She's willingly do this.
That's not enslavement.
If you're enslaved, you don't want to do it. She's willingly do this.
Yeah, guys have been, in that case, enslaving women for hours at a time for every day.
If that's the case, I've been enslaved for a good 11 years. If you don't want to do it. So anyway, that's her specialty. Some guy's going to get to ride that Virginie baloney pony for 4 days straight, which is pretty impressive. I mean, if she can keep, after never doing it, to do it for 4 days straight, because you hear stories, and I've got friends that, because I'm from a very religious family.
Mm-hmm. Bless you.
Thank you. And you hear these stories about people like, we didn't have sex before we were married, and we saved it for marriage, and then we got, at 5 minutes in, I had to stop because I was crying. It hurt.
Yeah, you're right. She's not going to walk fun in the fifth day.
No.
She's going to need a bag of ice.
And the fifth day, she couldn't sit. On the fifth day, she forgot how to urinate. On the fifth day, she collapsed.
She will.
I'm telling you, some guy wants to give $15,000 to have sex with a virgin.
Go to town on her.
For 4 days. Yeah. That's the offer. 4 days. She's never done it. She's not going to do well after that.
Not a chance.
No, it'd be like me just getting up and starting to run a marathon for 24 miles. It's just not going to feel good when you're done.
No, you're not. Yeah,
she might not even make it through off.
Yeah,
my knees a kill.
She might not make it through the 4 days.
No,
I'm picturing
she'll love him long time for like maybe 2 hours the first day, and then she's going to need corrective surgery.
Unless she gets a guy with a tiny pecker. Yeah. That might be the blessing in disguise.
Yeah, she can pick. It's probably something she's used to. Anyway.
Would you spend $15,000 on a virgin for 4 days?
No,
I'm not asking like you.
I'd spend $15,000 on like like a 40 to 45-year-old chick who knew exactly what she was doing, who was going to make your 4 days the greatest 4 days of your life, before I'd spend $15,000 on those 4 days.
Yeah, I just imagine a lot of crying and some cleanup.
Yeah, me too. You'd have to get those sheet savers like everywhere. You'd have to get them everywhere.
Oh man.
And that's at $15,000 plus what, another $400 for sheet savers. Or mattress savers, I think they're called.
Yeah, it's going to cost you more. You're right.
Yeah, there's going to be a visit by the paramedics. It's $400 right there.
Wet wipes.
Yeah, there's. Oh, no kidding. Domers.
Well, do you have to?
Lube.
You have to wear domers?
That thing hasn't been. It's like opening up a door to a bunker in Nazi Germany. It hasn't been open before, so gotta lube it up.
You're gonna find stolen artifacts in there.
God, this Chinese girl has Jewish paintings in here. No, but you know what I mean.
Unless it's just, it could be.
Okay, that's too graphic.
Was it?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, because it's a graphic description of what we're talking about.
I just said it could be. I didn't say
it's
what.
just the M word. Because everybody knows what we're talking about. I said it was a bunker door to Nazi Germany. I highly doubt those things.
I think she could be ready, though. Ready and primed.
It's going to be exciting for whoever gets it. It'll be a big letdown is what it'll be. I wouldn't pay any more than 10 grand for it.
This is your Edgefiles with Dean Blundell on the edge.
Cops said a man threatened to perform his own Modern Warfare after he learned Call of Duty Modern Warfare was sold out at a local Best Buy in Chicago. Aurora police said 31-year-old Lamorin Sarr was arrested after he threatened employees at the Best Buy to kill them all. He became so angry and irate with customer service staff shortly after midnight on Tuesday. They told him the video game he allegedly pre-ordered that day was no longer in stock. He then threatened store workers, asking when they were leaving, saying he would get them and shoot them in the parking lot. He also told employees he's going to blow up the goddamn store. Not just the store. That's when you know he's mad. He was going to blow up the goddamn store. He left. The store was pulled over not more than 20 meters later.
He's got a bike.
Yeah. It's about 60 feet from the store. He got arrested. He stayed around and insulted and threatened people for about 20 minutes.
What, do you think he was a character in the game?
Yeah.
I've got a couple people over here in the movie section. I'm going to shoot these guys over. Get down, get down, get down! Someone's throwing mouse pads, get down!
They're investigating and plan on charging him with threats to cause death and injury. That's worth it, huh?
Worth it, yeah.
That's worth
an extra day.
Remember when Pac-Man was big like 30 years ago? What would that guy have done then?
Chomped on
eat
people?
everybody?
Yeah. I'm going to eat you. I'm gonna come around the corner real fast and eat a pellet, and then I'm going to eat you.
Until those colorful ghosts come and get me.
Otherwise known as the Popo. Did you hear about this dickhead that threw his wife and kids out the window and off the balcony?
Here, man.
Ridiculous.
It's like really frightening, actually.
What a dick. 27-year-old Jerome Stevenson needs to have his face rearranged Sunday. He's charged with attempted murder after tossing his wife and 2 daughters. 8 months and 2 years over their apartment balcony. He then jumped over himself but was restrained by other residents. Hey, there you go, other residents.
Yeah.
It's here for other residents right now.
Yeah.
In your community. You know, if you're in one of those shady neighborhoods like this guy probably was, be another resident. Take action if you can. The toddler was wearing white pajamas. Horrible scene, lying in the fetal position, inches from the concrete sidewalk. Older sister was lying, threw the mom out the window over the balcony. Surprisingly, everybody survived. His wife suffered serious injuries, while the 2 girls being treated at hospital for life-threatening injuries. On Sunday, their condition was listed as fair. Doctors expected both girls to survive, which is great news. He's also looking at 3 counts of aggravated assault. Boy, he'll have fun in prison. You know what I like about inmates? Is that for the majority of them, most of the guys in the general population, they don't take kindly to adults hurting children.
No, there's some sort of...
there's a code there.
Believe it or not, there's that code where you're right, where they make sure that guy gets what's coming to him.
Oh, yeah.
And it doesn't stop. It's over and over and over again. Yeah,
your mouth is going to be so sore.
Everything.
You won't be able to S right for a month, not a week.
You can't throw yourself through those bars, buddy.
You wish you could. You'll try. God, you'll try. Golly, why do you do that to people for? And police in Portland, Oregon, said a man broke into a home, not his, because he just wanted to watch some TV.
Fair enough.
I know. 32-year-old Jason Bastrom was charged with criminal trespass after cops said he just let himself through the front unlocked door, sat down on the couch, and started watching some TV. He was discovered by the homeowner, reported the intrusion to authorities. Apparently, police said the family member approached him and sat down. So what are you doing? He's like,
What are you watching?
Watching TV. That's when another family member approached him from behind and struck him in the head and knocked him out.
Nice.
Just watching TV.
Come on.
Still scary.
Just wait until the show's over.
Maybe it was a bad show.
Yeah.
I'd like to know what he was watching. I was watching TV. Dude, this
Probably
isn't-
an old episode of Kings and Queens.
Probably.
Yeah, I'd knock him out too.
I wonder if he sat there going, there's nothing on.
He wasn't drunk or high or
No,
anything.
nothing.
He
Just wanted to
literally
watch TV.
He just, they had cable, and he didn't.
Yeah, he was totally sober.
He was,
Just had a real hankering for TV. I want to watch a show so bad.
picked up his feet.
Oh man, I got to watch a new. I wonder who won the Skins game.
Golden Girls Marathon.
Yeah, those are your Edgefiles, whatever the hell day it is, in November, the year 2009.
The Edgefiles on 102.1. The Edge.
The Dean Blundell Show. 102.1. The Edge.
I was laughing because they said they dismantled the Occupy London thing. I'm like, oh, good for England. And they're like, no, there's one going on in London, Ontario. And I thought, what the hell would they do?
They're
gonna have one in Kitchener next, maybe.
Well, I like the way the London police dealt with it, though. They're just like, okay, enough's enough.
Get out.
Yeah, get out. Come on.
Come on.
Well, yesterday, the you know how we were making fun of the people because there's just a bunch of people smoking drugs down there, just an excuse to not go back to their parents' mansion?
Well, yeah.
Because they're so disenfranchised, bro. So disenfranchised with the world. Can't deal with it anymore, bro. Let's go camping in the middle of the city. Smoke some drugs.
That'll show the corporate greed.
Well, they showed us yesterday. Emergency personnel rushed to St. James Park after a 23-year-old or 20-year-old dude drug overdose.
Yeah,
just days after a
really?
23-year-old woman died at Occupy Vancouver. The same thing. No.
Don't want to be shown up by Vancouver, eh?
Okay, everybody, here's the deal. We need someone to OD here. We're going to keep up with Vancouver.
Did you see what else happened in Vancouver?
No.
Oh, so gross, man. There was a city worker on a crane removing a bike from a tree. One of these occupiers put their bike in a tree
What
somehow.
a bunch of dickheads.
Yeah,
show
but you
the
know what
corporations.
happened? No. So there was a guy higher than him in the tree as he was removing this bike in the tree. The guy threw a cup of piss on him.
No.
You gotta see the video. It's so yeah. The poor guy. He's working, right?
Yeah, he's just trying to get a bike out of a tree.
He's working.
And the guy throws a cup of piss on him.
So police and emergency service were called to St. James Park yesterday morning around 10 a.m. They found a man in his 20s in distress. Such pussies down there that they A, don't want to work, B, they can't even handle their drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we're totally... Whoa, I got the spins. Whoa. I got the sweats and the spins. I'm such a pussy, I can't even handle my dope. One of the few times police had actually gone to the site, and others when a drunken martial arts instructor became violent.
Sensei.
Wax on, wax off, bro.
That's awesome.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's the best.
It says here, for those who have been occupying the site for some time, the incident came as no surprise. The large tarp complex in the center of the park where the man OD'd was known as Jungle Gym, was inhabited by people who flouted the rules. There's rules in the tent park? You telling me you morons have rules? Oh, okay, everybody, I know we're here illegally and no one's showered in months, but there's rules. There's rules here in this.
You karate instructor, do not lose it on anyone. I can see you. You're ready to snap.
Hey, Jackie Chan, chill out. The philanthropist Jackie Chan, man, hold it. I'm going to change the world with a roundhouse kick.
Pretend these bricks are corporation.
Yeah, smash, smash. The group had copious amounts of trash and damaged trees, violated an agreement with the city and nearby church to protect the park property. They were doing drugs, specifically meth.
No, really.
Oh, yeah, bro.
You know
Faces
why?
and meth.
We can make that on our own. Yeah.
You can get all the ingredients in a Shopper's Drug Mart, bro. I know you people can hear me.
Yeah, that's a corporation. I'm surprised they shop there to go and make
well,
their
that's
meth.
how they're going to get their purple drank, dude.
Yeah.
Purple drank. What? Listen to one of these guys. University of Toronto and Occupy Toronto liaison, Antonian Smith, a 34-year-old student. 34-year-old student at the University of Toronto, who's a spokesperson, said the tent had become a source of concern. Recently, he said those tarp complex had stolen supplies from organizers to make fire-retardant bricks out of cardboard boxes and shaving cream. Oh, that'll work.
What?
They also stole deodorant. I highly doubt it if you walk by. I know they didn't steal any toothbrushes or deodorant. 26-year-old Hey, listen to this. Phoenix LaForest.
A perfect place to stay, living in a park.
Where do you want to go? To La Forest. I'm French.
I don't shave.
Listen, 26-year-old self-described trans female was sleeping in the tent where the man overdosed. When I woke up, EMS crews were taking him right away, he said. He fell back asleep. I'm an insomniac. Sleep is like gold to me, even though the guy was basically dead. Wow. After the man overdosed, the so-called jungle gym was dismantled, and the Occupy Toronto organizers held a meeting to discuss safety protocol and the coming cold weather.
Yeah, that's right.
Didn't think of that, did you?
I love it, though. These people are fighting and trying to do all these protests. One's dead in the tent. The other's just sleeping or like not sleeping,
Like
but
got
not
out,
moving.
and it's a tranny. Some tranny wakes up, goes, "Oh man, I have a tough time sleeping, so I'll just go back to sleep." Like the paramedics were working on him, trying to get him back to life, dragging him out of the tent, and this do-gooder weirdo tranny decides to just, oh man, I gotta go back to bed.
Too much
I
action.
might be dead, but hey man, I didn't follow the rules here in the complex. What a bunch of losers.
It just sounds like some sort of comedy bit. Yeah. Like, the dead guy, the tranny, the karate instructor.
Yeah, it gets better. 31-year-old Occupying Ryan Markle said one of the items on our agenda for the tent privacy policy is, quote, how do we check if they're alive or they're not alive people?
It's called the Pulse Get One. You freak.
Put a mirror up to his mouth.
This is exactly what he says. How do we check if there are alive or not alive people? We have to make sure the tents are safe. They're not safe. They're tents.
You're in a tent in the city.
Go online and look at guys that went camping in Alaska, and then look at their tents and the fact they don't have legs because they were eaten by a bear. Go look at those things. Go Google how safe tents are for protecting you from elements, angry passersby, rocks, Molotov cocktails. Go check it out.
A storm.
Snow, water. As for what happened Tuesday, though, he said he's less impressed. He goes, I came here to do politics, not pick up drug users. You know where politics happens, bud? Queen's Park?
Yeah.
Not in a tent in St. James Park. You got your parks mixed up.
Might want to start in school even. Take poli-sci. Lead up to something.
Yeah. Why don't you go join a political party?
Yeah, you can volunteer for one, I'm sure, at least, if you're doing this for free.
How do we check if there are alive or not alive people? That's what the guy said. Well, you just grab their hand, check the pulse on the wrist.
Or you go back like I did with a bullhorn, just yell at them.
Hey, everybody!
If they don't move, they might be dead.
I know you can hear me because you guys are going to come protest here because we gave you grief, but I'm going to tell you this right now. Every single one of you morons in that park should be thrown in jail. And I'm not a conservative. I'm not a liberal. I'm nothing.
Socialist.
No, I'm not I'm zero.
No, I'm saying
I'm
you're not
zero.
a socialist.
I just want you to understand that you're disgusting. And you're making a mockery. And you're not going to change anything. Do you think that the leader of the Federal Bank of Canada is going to come down there and go, oh, you're right, we got to change interest rates?
Let me hang out in the
Thank
tent.
God for camping.
Who's got some extra meth?
Your drugged out camp trip really showed us that we need to change the interest rates in Canada. We're really sorry, crackheads. You know when you see these runaway trucks go into bus stops and stuff?
Oh, you want to go to the
innocent
park?
people get hurt?
Yeah.
Why couldn't they just accidentally hit into the park? And not with anybody there, though. But like with everybody gone, just wipe it. The police need to just go in, scoop everybody out of there, arrest them.
I agree. I think they plan on doing that in Vancouver.
Victoria.
In Victoria. Yeah, they're saying you can't be there at night anymore. It's just enough. Go during the day because it's a park.
Yeah. You know what I would encourage everybody to do is go take your dog down to St. James Park.
Just let them whiz.
And no bags.
Yeah.
And a bunch of pit bulls.
Yeah. That's what we should do. You know that? We should have everybody take their dog down there with no bags. It's called the No Baggy Day. And we don't mean any harm. We're not protesting anything. We just want to go to the park and express our right, our dog's right to poop wherever he wants.
Lunch, man. Or if it's
this thing is steaming still. All right.
or if it's that karate instructor, watch out. They might take the dog for lunch.
The Dean Blundell Show, 102.1. The Edge.
Time for listener email. Got an email from some guy. Actually, one email from a dude yesterday that said there's these guys that have like a little gay, funny, little cute internet radio show down in the States that's been doing it for like a year and a half. I guess it's cute. I listened to it. We won't say their names, but
it's nice that they're trying.
It's
right?
nice. It's cute. It's like two old guys that just thought that had a real boner for radio that decided they want to get into it. Anyway. You know, for the last 4 years, we've been playing these Frankie McDonald videos of him doing the weather, and he's got two new ones, right? Like he's got one guy spinning around real fast.
Yeah,
I know it's him. Can you play it? Is it there? You got it? I don't need the. Yeah, just turn up the audio. I just want to hear him spinning around.
He's laughing.
How long's he spinning? A minute and a half of spinning. So anyway, we'll let him spin while I explain. And if he stops to cough or choke or something, we'll stop. He laughs at the end because he can't. Okay, good. So anyway, he's spinning. And so these two guys in the States, they got this little gay internet radio show. And it's really, really bad. Derek, how would you describe it?
I thought it was college.
That was like just learning how to do radio, college radio.
There was any excuse to drop an F-bomb.
And it's very interesting that you say, sorry, Todd. It's very interesting that you say a gay little radio station.
Well, because you make a lot of gay references.
It's like when we talk about the UFC guys that fight, take their shirt. It's very similar to that kind of logic.
Yeah, they're fixated.
Yes.
On a couple in particular who apparently are very gay.
Yeah. I'll play I want to hear Frankie laugh, so it's coming up here. Okay, good. He's almost done. He's almost. That's the funniest one yet.
No, the best one is when he goes, I'm dizzy.
So we've been playing these things for like 4 years. These two little cute little radio hosts, little fellas, with some type of gay oral fixation, and I'll play you some of their stuff. These two little radio hosts seem to think that we lifted their material. So I don't know if material is a guy spinning around real fast. I'm pretty sure we were the first to play that. And I know for a fact when Frankie had 12 views on his first video of the earthquake warning.
That was the original one.
4 years ago.
And if you remember, and then we were so mad because he took it off. Like, we were part of the reason he couldn't handle the fame because we were trying to get him on, and then he snapped and he wanted to go into like... what was the job he wanted to do, if you remember, after...
Oh, he wanted to be a weightlifter.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we were the reason. That's exactly it.
He's going to be a weightlifter, yeah.
Because we brought all this notoriety to him, and he couldn't deal with it.
Yeah, he couldn't handle it.
No, it's a lot.
He's losing it. I just become a hermit, but this guy, he just switched jobs. I'm going to become a bodybuilder. So anyway, these are these two doucheholes. You don't need to know their name because I wouldn't even give him I wouldn't do him the justice of I would have looked him up a little. There's no information on these two yahoos. There's not only no information. When you hear them talk, you realize why they can't get a real radio job, number one. And here's the other thing. These guys go to great lengths to talk about nothing other than their sexual fascination with Todd and I.
It is weird, man.
Yeah.
And it is like for like
dirty.
10, 12 minutes. Yeah, it's really, and their imaginations are almost at the fact where they're like thinking about it, maybe pleasuring themselves.
Probably.
Yeah. They get excited by it.
I know. They probably sat there in that room, giving each other the Cincinnati backhand or maybe the odd Dutch rudder, just going, Dean and Todd are the best, man. Anyway, here's a little snippet. It's heavily edited, Derek. It spent probably 4 hours doing this.
Who's the bitch in this? Who's
what? I'm not even sure.
Who's
To
the
me,
pitcher? Who's the catcher?
They're both bitches. So, and can you believe
sometimes that works? It's like box eaters.
these heads are sitting up.
That's us, by the way. We're the F heads.
Yeah. They're kind of weird reach around thing, I think.
they do well. It's I feel so. No wonder why Canadians.
Come on, there's fucking nothing on in Canada.
That's my point.
We hear from people all the time.
That's my point.
It's pathetic.
That's my.
So Canada's apparently pathetic, according to these two wash hounds.
My point, and to have their show prep being done by listening to this show, and thinking.
Keep in mind, the first time I heard these two hacks that have a little cute internet radio show, cute little fun little internet radio show that 300 people subscribe to.
It's nice, isn't it?
It's cute. It's very cute. Yeah.
They're trying.
It was yesterday when someone emailed me or tweeted it. They didn't even email it.
That we were fooled at all by Frankie McDonald's all of a sudden changing about flying goddamn onion rings. Are you? Please, we said it right away. We know it's a goof, and it has to be some.
If anybody knows what a goof is, it's that little ferret.
Horse radio show behind it. Some guy.
And speaking of which, that Horse S radio show, this one, it's apparently ours, is 3,000 miles away, 2,000 miles away. Is that how far it is?
It's far.
Yeah, maybe 1,000.
It's very west.
It's well over 100 kilometers away. It's in New Brunswick. Like we don't even hear him.
Oh, you're talking about him.
Oh,
yeah.
Sydney.
Sorry.
Sydney knows.
Okay.
I had nothing. We had. I swear to God, this is all Frankie. He may have handlers. I don't know, but he won't even come on our show. He'll send us stuff. He'll mention us because our listeners love him.
And we certainly didn't tell him about onion rings.
No.
Name Job. His name is Job.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they called me BJ.
That is for sure your name.
Job in the morning.
Job in the morning. It's amazing.
Yeah,
it's amazing how much time is spent up each other's brown holes. It's ridiculous.
Our brown holes.
It really is.
Do you know that we did when the Lycus show started in Canada? We went from literally last to first
to who show?
In one book.
I don't even know.
I don't know.
The Leica show? Is that what he said? The Leica show?
Maybe they'd like to be liked.
We went from literally last to first.
And I guarantee you, having that little internet radio show, they know exactly what last is all about.
Yeah. In one book.
They have books.
Like effortlessly.
Because our Canadian friends suffer. They suffer through bad, horrible radio. That's why the Canadian government can't stop this show. It can't.
You're on the internet, Dillhole.
Yeah. Anyone can go on the internet and say anything, man.
You can't.
There's a guy who died effing a horse, okay? Like, you can do that on the internet, too, okay?
I think it actually might have been one of his relatives.
Yeah.
I think this guy's related to Mr. Hands.
No matter
they have
what.
no jurisdiction over
they
us.
They can't stop
They got no jurisdiction
like they're
over
tough
us.
guys.
I know. The government can't stop us.
There's a basement with a microphone.
Yeah, they can't get into my mom's house, into the sewing room where we're doing this show, bro. They can't break the door. Oh, yeah, I forgot it's the internet. No one cares. Nobody cares. Dude, I saw a guy stick a jar up his hoop. The jar broke. It's called One Guy, One Jar. And I saw him in extreme. I saw that on the internet, and Canada can't stop that. Why would they stop you? Because no one cares. And judging by the amount of followers you have on Twitter, these two yahoos.
What do they have? Like 100?
304.
Do they have 300?
Yeah, and they tweeted like 10,000 times. They got like, I don't know, 5 followers. And they're just, you know what they are? They're those old school, and it's happening here in the city where, too, you get the old school washed up radio hosts that have no outlet, nothing to do. And I respect the fact that we have some old dinosaurs in the city that are doing that, too. But what I think is humorous at this point is that these guys are trying to use us to maybe gain some notoriety and tell us that we're lifting material from there. Internet video from Frankie, A, isn't lifting, and B, we did it 4 years ago, C, when you guys were unemployed. So please, dickholes, do not piss on our tree. And if you'd like to, and you should hear what they say. They want us to, like...
They keep going.
They want us...
Yeah. That's why if I think Mr. Job in the morning with his ambiguously gay friend, in my opinion, I'm not even sure if defamation of character rules apply here.
Yep, they do.
They do.
Internationally.
I don't know. Look, we're just going by what people are telling us. We don't know.
Right.
I'm just...
How about talking like this for the rest of your life?
You know.
He probably turns off the mic and goes, "Hey, great show, buddy."
Saying, everybody keeps on sending us these emails.
From Canada.
Everybody, one
Yeah.
person.
It's one guy who sent us an email, for sure.
These
Have you
accusations.
you know what? I hope this is what I hope those dynamically gay guys do. This is what I hope they do. I hope they get to.
We have lots of gay friends, by the way. They're wonderful people.
Exactly,
and we're not judgy. But
no,
you know,
in fact, we root for gay. I want gay shows to prevail. That's why I like those two.
By the sounds of it, they root for more than gay shows.
Yeah.
Derek, how did you burp on their show, though?
Amazing. They're even stealing that.
You guys
that's why I
in
want these
Canada.
guys to come
You
out.
know what they're doing, too? They listen to our podcast
I know what they're doing.
every day.
Every day.
Which I have nothing to do with. Someone else just throws it up there. These guys have to do it themselves.
Dude, it's almost like, yeah, really. It's almost like they're taking what we do,
Yeah.
and then trying to reverse it, do that Houdini move, and saying that they do it,
Yeah.
and like they're taking some of that mad bitch stuff, right?
Yeah.
Saying and that we know for sure because there are not just one or two emails of how he's pawning off our material. There are literally hundreds which we could show and demonstrate to you. These guys are then taking that bit because they have nothing to talk about and saying that we ripped them off.
Bingo.
out
in Toronto and come out and be proud of who you are.
CUM out.
Stop in your partner's face and come out stealing from this show. I hope that.
Who are you? And what does that have to do with that?
Who are you?
Really?
Two of them get on top of CN Tower and jump. I really do.
This part made me laugh, actually.
I really do. In fact, I think they're so gay they could probably float all the way down. It's unbelievable.
Light in the loafers.
Who I can't
These guys are obsessed with gay.
It is
Totally are.
crazy. It goes on for 7 more
think
minutes.
of. I can't think of a worse human being other than Chad Kroger up there in Canada.
I agree with him on.
And now I'd like to add Mr. Job and his buddy the Toad.
I thought that this was a very tolerant society up there in Canada. I thought that they'd be welcoming this gay duo with open arms. I don't.
What is it? Their fascination with gay?
Yeah, I know. And my voice is fantastic, right?
I hope. You know what I hope? I hope someone actually just goatsies their site and gets them off the air. There's got to be some kind of super internet genius that can do that out there.
Well,
if you're a super internet genius and you can goatsy their site and shut them down.
No, you know what? That'll give them ammunition.
No, it won't because they won't be able to do anything because their site will be shut down.
Well, and even if they keep going anyway, so 17 people are going to be disappointed. You know, like whoa.
You know those. You know when you get tweets from people that have tweeted 4,000 times and they got 7 followers. Yeah, that's them.
Listen to me, somebody help. The thing I think is even more disturbing is that there's somebody up here that's emailing them trying to appease them.
It's one guy. I know it is because he's emailed me. So it's this one guy, Ian.
I don't know why they
it's not a big deal.
insist, according to emails that we get,
one email
to remain in the closet as such.
These guys, I guarantee you, they shut off the mics and like instead of listening to this, they go, hey.
With the lights off and the going on.
Oh my God! You got to see his co-host. Oh my God!
So look at it, he goes up.
I like it though. Yeah. I think it's
the
funny.
wig.
Yeah, I'm wearing a mop.
The truth of the matter is though that these guys, I bet you. Can you play some sexy music, by the way? Yeah. Play some sexy music. I guarantee you what happens is this. These two blowhards get off the air and they stop talking like this. Hey, how you doing? Hey. It was so funny. You're so clever. Great show. We'll see you tomorrow on the internet. And then they go like this. They go, "Whew, that was awesome. That was a show. That was fantastic. Listen, I have been sitting down for far too long. Oh, my pants fell off. You don't mind if I bend over and pick up some papers, do you, big fella? Not at all. Meat hammer." They're so obsessed with us. It's the only explanation is that they really want us. And unfortunately, I am not a homosexual, so I can't appease them. But I would encourage both of those guys to get a big jar of Tender Flake, maybe some kind of bestiality porn off the internet, and go home, share it with their parents, and explain to them all that they have been in love with each other since they've met each other. Because that is what I hear out of them. Two guys that have nothing going on, never have, never will, that are looking for a place to be, looking for a place to happen, trying to be that guy. You'll never be that guy. You probably have other jobs. You probably work until 8, stocking shelves at a Costco, and then you go do your little internet show, and then you go work your other job at the gas station. And that's fine. That's industrious. Good for you. But do me a favor. Cut a piece of your own pie. Don't try and cut ours. Because you're nobody. Is that fair?
That's what it boils down to.
Yeah.
They really are nobody. Like right now, their voices have been probably heard by, I'd say, about 900,000 to 1 million more people than they've ever heard. No one has ever heard of these people. And I'm glad we're not saying their names because they're not even worth it.
Yeah.
You know what you do? Like everyone listening right now, go tonight and do a little internet show and put it on your Facebook page, and you're just as popular as these guys.
Yeah, do it and then tweet it. I'll retweet it for you. You'll be more popular than
exactly.
Yeah. You'll have 1 million followers.
Yeah, give us your little show. Okay?
You're listening to the Dean Blundell Show on 102.1 The Edge.
Was that movie really out of focus? Did that actor really not have a face? No!
It's the Blind Movie Reviewer!
Just read that Avril Lavigne has said her face is, quote, messed up after being attacked outside a bar. So I could imagine it probably looks a bit better. Anyway, thought I'd pass that along. It's a nugget. That's what we call them, nuggets. Derek's here. He's blind. We send him to movies to review them. Hi, Derek.
Hi. Today, Tower Heist. This is a sort of a revenge caper film, and everybody's involved in a Ponzi scheme by Alan Alda. Now, I have many ways that I do these reviews, and it's been a year since I've been back doing these, and I've got about 40 under my belt, and the suits upstairs are starting to talk about that, syndicating it again. So they wanted me to do one of those neat, tidy packages. They wanted
Entertainment Tonight.
Entertainment Tonight
Wow, these
style,
are always
and
fun.
Speed it up and bring in the star power and be socially conscious, all under 2.5 minutes. So, Tower Heist. Here we go.
This is the BMR for Wednesday, November 9th, 2011.
Blind Movie Review.
Hi, I'm Derek, the Blind Movie Reviewer. Look way up! Ben Stiller, Eddie Murphy, Matthew Broderick, and an all-star cast are set to storm the castle with Tower Heist.
Coming up.
Trust me, there won't be any surprises.
Is Tower Heist worth breaking your bank account?
I'll have your exclusive blurry rating coming up. The lights were shining bright at the Tower Heist premiere. I'll give you a backstage VIP gold pass to all the stars, including my exclusive interview with Gabourey Sidibe, the chick from Precious.
Actor-director Tom Hanks has a public service announcement that could very well save the lives of you, your children, and your children's children.
We have your first sneak peek of that PSA in moments. The stars were in the stars at the top of the CN Tower as Tower Heist premiered in Toronto. I couldn't figure out where the elevator was, but that was a good thing. On the street at the base of the tower, I caught up with the incomparable Gabourey Sidibe.
Gabourey, you are a big star. And you started off doing drama, now you're doing comedy. How has the transition been for you? Exhausting?
Sir, can you please move the microphone away from the police horses behind?
Officer, that is very rude.
Sir, I'm not going to ask you
I think
again.
there's a man on top of you.
You're going to startle him, sir.
Officer!
I don't know.
Oscar winner Tom Hanks has used his celebrity to champion many social causes. Today, a BMR exclusive, a never-before-heard PSA on the dangers of Ponzi schemes.
Exclusive.
Ponzi schemes are bad!
No. Why would you give anybody your money? No.
It's time for the BMR Blurry Rating, brought to you by the Gaddafi Knife. On the whole, it cuts with precision. In the end, it gets the job done. Here's Derek.
The movie Tower Heist was top-heavy with stars, with great performances by Alan Alda, Casey Affleck, and the hilarious Eddie Murphy. But is this the comedy event of the year like it's being touted?
One of the funniest movies of the year.
To quote my wife on her wedding night, not even close. A little bit disappointing. I give it 2 blurries out of 5. And that's the way I see it.
The Dean Blundell Show.
What happened?
Mornings on the Edge.
Time for what happened, and the best confession wins. Just ladies today. Every Wednesday's like that. So if you're one of those dudes that calls, like, okay, sorry, dude. It's Ladies' Day. So what happens is guys are so dominant on the phone, we have to say, hey, just the ladies. Let the ladies dominate my phone.
Your phone?
Yeah.
Okay, phew.
All right. Should we go to the phones?
Let's go to the phones.
Hi, The Edge. Hello.
Hi,
Who's this?
it's Valerie.
Valerie?
Valerie!
Yes.
Hey, Valerie.
Hey, what happened? Hey, what happened?
What is it you can't face?
Oh, no.
Here, have a donut.
My parents are first cousins.
Your parents are first cousins?
Yeah, my grandfathers are brothers.
Oh, my goodness.
Where do you live?
In Caledon.
Oh.
Did they know this?
Yes. But they never met. Like, they met when they were 17. My mom was 17. That was the first time they met. My mom lived here. My dad lives in Italy.
Oh,
But did they know they were cousins when they met?
it's all
Yes,
coming
they did.
together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they knew they were related, but they had never met before.
And they were just so in love.
Yeah.
Jesus, thank God your dad didn't come over and meet your grandma.
Yeah.
That's so weird. But you turned out all right.
Yeah, so did my brother. Both of us are okay.
So what does that make you guys? Like brother, sister, and second cousins?
I guess.
Yeah, once
man.
removed.
Their
Brother,
grandfathers
sister,
are
second
brothers.
cousins once removed. And your grandpa, wow.
Yeah, pretty interesting. Pretty messed up.
And your your grandpa's also your father-in-law, also he's your uncle.
That's right. Yeah, and he's my dad's uncle.
He's his dad's great uncle. Yeah. That's great.
And my mom's maiden name is the same as my last name.
Yeah, because of they were brothers, wasn't brother. Wow. Huh.
Yeah.
Well, at least that took care of that. You didn't have to do any name change stuff when they got married. So you don't have like an arm growing out of your vagina or something?
No, not yet.
You're not attracted to any family members?
Our eyes aren't real close together?
I have a really hot cousin, but...
we don't want to hear about this.
Hey, whoa, what's her name?
His name is David.
Oh, never mind.
Keep it in the family.
Can you believe that? Married the first cousin willingly.
Because they knew.
Do you know the story of the guy in Germany that married his sister?
Yeah.
And it was like he long lost
Recently.
sister, didn't know. And they were so in love, they said they found out when they went to meet each other's parents. They're like, dude, this is like, you guys are brother sister. Because one was given up for adoption one time, and the other, who knows. Anyway, but they're like, we don't care, we're in love. We're going to keep doing it and having kids. And they keep squirting these kids out, and they keep taking them away because they're born with like a arm in their head or like a big toe sticking out of another toe, which is somehow embedded in your teeth. And that's the deal.
She better be really hot for that to happen.
Hi, The Edge.
Hi,
Hey, who's this?
this is Charlene.
Hi, Charlene. Why do you sound so like sexy?
I don't know. I guess I'm sexy.
Are you?
I think so.
All right.
Hey, what happened? Hey, what happened?
What is it you can't face?
All right, so I wore my brand new Wonder Bra to school the other day, and...
School? What school? High school?
Oh, no, university.
Okay. What are you taking?
I'm taking creative advertising.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So you're wearing a Wonder Bra to school, but you had some on top of it, right?
Sorry?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, no, yeah, I had clothes on, obviously.
Okay. Well, I don't know. It's what happened.
Anyway, so it was a pretty tight shirt, so I guess... Anyway. So I get home, and my father takes one look at me and starts to burst out laughing. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? And then he says, between little laughs and such, did people actually think your tits were that big? And I'm like, excuse me? And then bursts out laughing again and says, you know why they call it a Wonder Bra? Why? Because when boys take it off, they wonder where your tits went.
What's your name?
Charlene.
That's what you meant to do, right? Yeah. I like the way she answered that, though.
So I wondered where... and what did you... This is your father. He must be a classy guy.
Oh, Oh, yeah. It's
Making fun of your hooters.
Well, it's pretty funny that he's doing that, right? I don't know.
Were you mad at him?
Yeah, I was mad at him. He just made fun of my boobs.
I wonder where your tits went.
Do you have small boobs?
No, actually, my boobs are kind of big.
Why do you wear a Wonder Bra if they're big? Are they unsightly? Do they hang down in your armpits when you lay down?
No. I have really pretty boobs, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Well, I don't believe you.
Yeah, you better send a picture. Hi, The Edge. Hello.
Hello?
Hey, who's this?
My name's Jess.
Jess, how are you?
I'm okay. I've
Good.
actually called before.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know how I'm going to beat the incest girl there. Like, that's good.
Give it a roll.
I like when they concede before they start telling the story.
I know.
What is it you can't face?
Okay, so long story, but I was dating this girl, and we had been dating for a couple of weeks. Things had been going really well.
What's your name?
My name is Jess. Her name was Nikki.
Okay.
Okay. And this was like in Calgary. Anyways, so
Gotta
she was
start doing
totally...
Get Arnold.
She was totally like a butch, like total machismo, just super, super hot.
Are you a lesbian?
Yes.
Yeah,
Are
that's
you
what she's
bisexual?
saying, man.
No, I know what she's
Okay.
saying. I'm finding out if she's ever taken wiener or if she's exclusive to the gut locker.
I'm not a gold star, no.
Okay.
What's a gold star?
Never had the wiener. Never done
That's
the wiener.
a gold star?
Never had a hot
Yeah,
dog.
I don't know. Careful about the gold star stuff.
Yeah. God's a little bit Jewish.
Yeah. The other people were gold stars too, okay? Wasn't a good thing.
You might want to move that to pink or green or something.
Oh, okay, I'll think about that.
All right.
Anyways, so I was dating this girl for a couple of weeks. Things were good. I hadn't slept with her yet because, I mean, when I date somebody, I don't sleep with them yet. But if I'm sleeping with them, it's totally different. Anyways.
Oh, that makes all the sense in the world.
It does.
Well, she's not a whore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She's not one of them lesbian whores.
So anyways, we were dating. We went out to this bar one night, and we got really drunk and high and whatever. And so next thing you know, some girl comes up to me and starts talking to me. Turns out it's Nikki's ex-girlfriend. So they're all cool and talking, so I figure, okay, they must be cool,
Yeah.
so I'll talk to her. So we spend the night hanging out. She seems all right. Towards the end of the night, she comes up.
It's so boring. Damn it. Hi, The Edge.
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
Vanessa.
Hey, Vanessa, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Hey, what happened? Hey, what happened?
What is it you can't face?
What's your
I'll
name?
tell you what happened.
What's your name?
Vanessa.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So I was at my in-laws the other night, actually, and we were having dinner, and they're very proper people. So they made burritos, and we ended up watching a movie after. We actually watched The Town. So
That's a great movie, by the way.
It's all a little
movie.
No, Jeremy Renner's got the best dying scene in the world in that movie by the mailbox.
Yeah, it's good.
I'll say, just in case you're wondering, Jeremy Renner dies at the end. Go ahead.
Anyways, so halfway through the movie, I get one of those farts that, like, it really hurts to hold in. You know what I'm talking
Sure.
about?
And you were at the proper family.
Yeah, exactly. So I figure with all the shooting, it would be okay, like, you know, just to try and squeeze it out gently. And
Oh, I like your move there.
Yeah, sometimes you can
Good
loaf.
call.
You can kind of secretly loaf one.
Yeah.
If you got good sphincter control, you can secretly kind of let it out gradually.
No, she doesn't mind a little noise with the shooting. Like she's, that exactly. It muffles
right.
the sound.
Yeah, so anyways, so they have left seats, so it didn't work out so well because by the time I actually got it out, the movie was completely quiet and it was so loud. I thought it was going to be one of those, like soft little ones, but no, this was probably the loudest fart I've ever done, and everyone just instinctively looked at me and just had this shocked look on their face. It was so embarrassing.
That's funny, man.
That's cute.
Good
Yeah,
for
I
you.
like that one. Hang on. Hi, The Edge.
Hi,
Who's this?
my name is Zane.
Hey, what happened? Hey, what happened?
What is it you can't face?
Okay, so I was really
What's your
like
name?
getting...
Yeah, and I'm not going to fall for that one.
Oh, you're good.
All right, you're the only one. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Thanks, guys. So it was really late doing my taxes this year, and when I finally got all my stuff into my accountant, he said that he was going to give me a call after like a week so that we could get together and talk about them. Yeah. So a week goes by, 2 weeks goes by, 3 weeks goes by. I haven't heard from this guy. So I start calling his office and leaving messages, and he is not calling me back, and I'm starting to get angry. So I'm leaving angrier and angrier messages saying things like, this is completely unprofessional, and I can't believe you run a business this way. And I think he even might have sworn a couple times.
Oh boy.
How dare you?
Oh, my golly.
You are crazy.
I was getting pissed. I didn't know what was going on. So finally, after like a month goes by, this guy gives me a call back, and he says, I got your messages. And I was like, well, yeah, it's about time. And he goes, I apologize for not returning your call sooner. I actually had a heart attack.
Now, you feel like an effing idiot.
I felt like such a dick.
Imagine that guy taxed her and stressed her in tax season. That was off tax season. Yeah.
No, it gets worse.
Oh, good.
So he actually did something to my paperwork, and a few months later, I got a letter from CRA saying that I owed them an F load of money.
What's an F load? What's an F load to you?
It's like $1,400.
That's an F load. Yeah. That's an F load for anybody.
Yeah, so
Right.
I got my comeuppance.
Yeah, you did. Way to go. You know what he did? He probably did it on purpose because you're such a douche on the phone.
Or he was having a heart attack while he was doing it and did it wrong.
I don't know. Just send it in. I'm dying over here.
As much as I love that one, I get to give it to the girl that farted on the couch at her in-laws.
So
Yeah, good
cute.
work. Did it smell?
Yes, it did. Very bad. Well, they had burritos, so.
The Dean Blundell Show.
I have some bad things to say about those people. Friggin', I heard it. Flying through my friggin' damn wall.
The Dean Blundell Show.
Boom, man.
102.1.
Friggin', I knew it.
The Edge.
Joining us on the telephone, he just wrote a book. Former NHLer George LaRaque. Great guy. Hello, George.
Hey, bud.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, man. Boy, you're busy, huh?
Yeah, I've been quite busy this past 2 weeks, and because the last week was the French release of the book, and now it's the English one.
Oh, okay. Now, what's the name of the book?
In French, it's La Force d'y croire, and in English, it's the story of the unlikeliest tough guy.
And you are unlikely because if you've ever met you, which you have, you could be one of the nicest, most gentle giants, and very honest and very forthright, which makes some of the stuff in your book really interesting. Are you taking some heat for it?
Well, it depends what you define as heat.
Well, I'm talking about your Twitter war with Darren Pang, and I got to tell you, I read Darren Pang's tweets this morning, and that little ferret really pissed me off.
Yeah. Well, again, the thing with Darren is that he's best friend with Wayne, and just to talk about the Wayne Gretzky thing that happened is, I'm not dissing him, or I didn't diss Wayne or anything. If you look at all the coach that I had, you look at the records, Wayne was the worst coach.
Yeah, what did you say exactly for those who don't know?
So I said that I was talking about the coach that I had, who was the best coach. I said Kevin Lowe, and who was the worst coach? I said Wayne Gretzky, and I still say that he's the greatest player that I played the game, great ambassador for hockey. He was a great guy. I went to Phoenix because he called me, and saying that he's the worst coach that I had, if you look at the record of my coach, is a true statement.
Yeah.
But in no way I attacked him as a person. Mm-hmm. The thing that happened with Darren Pang after, then Darren Pang jumped in the bandwagon because his best friend with him, and he started attacking me personally. That's totally different because he started saying that I was out of shape, I came in camp out of shape, which is not true. You could look at the record. I came at camp 242. I was the best shape of my life. I was having the best season of my life on the win. I was playing lots. I had 22 points in 55 games, +7. For a tough guy, that's pretty good.
That's really good, man.
+7. I was +7 in a losing team, and my career high was 29 points. I was going to break that in Phoenix, so it had nothing to do with playing time or anything, but I just rated the coach that I had. And you look at the records, and people could come up with that conclusion, but still have a lot of respect for him, and I think that he's a great ambassador for the game. But saying that somebody is not a good player or a bad coach is not dissing or attacking somebody personally. So that's why this thing with Darren, really got out of hand. Because
well, it did get out of hand because all you said is that you did. It's your opinion too, and you played for Wayne Gretzky. George LaRaque, our guest. The Story of the Unlikeliest Tough Guy is the name of his book. It's in stores now. But that's your opinion.
and statistically, it's backed up too.
Here's who George. Here's who you played for. We'll go over the list of people that you played for because it's actually pretty interesting. And you didn't say anything. Bob Gainey, Guy Carbonneau, Michael Therrien, Craig McTavish, Kevin Lowe, Ron Lowe, Jacques Martin, and Gretzky by far. You'd say what you like about him you didn't attack him as a person. By far, professionally,
the record,
not a good job, not the best coach.
Yeah, you could just look at the record, and that's it. And it's no big deal. And people asked Roenick that yesterday, and he said the same thing. He said he doesn't know why it's such a big deal. And the thing about that is most surprising to me is it's not even the focus in the book. The focus on my book is not even hockey. Is when you see the story of the unlikeliest heavyweight, is because I talk about politics, the Green Party, veganism, animal rights, religion, racism, gay rights. I talk about all that stuff to try to get people more open-minded. I try about my journey in Haiti, in Africa, to try to people to realize how lucky we are living in Canada instead of complaining about everything.
Yeah, it's
the roads, traffic, and everything, right? I try to get people to be open-minded, to be happy, to be more positive. So it's not hockey is not even the focus of it. So when people say, well, I say that I use Wayne to sell books, well, first of all, if I wanted to do that to sell a book, would I not have said something like that? Wayne that is loved by millions of people. That's not a selling point to say he's the worst coach that I had because people that are fan of him are not going to get the books. So it's not true. I said that because it's the truth. If I wanted to do a political book and lie about stuff, then I'd do something about politics. But I did something about my life, how I lived it, my own opinion, but in no way am attacking him personally. And I have great respect for him.
And you know what? You can tell that by by how you talk and how you carry yourself. And then this Darren Pang, this ferret and you know what? And it pisses me off because what happens is little guys like Darren Pang hide behind big guys like Wayne Gretzky. And I know Wayne a little bit, and he's a very nice man.
Super good dude. And he would even joke about his coaching record, I bet.
Absolutely. Yeah. He said, we talked to him one night for a long period of time, and he told us that getting out of coaching was great for his health because he lost weight and, he was all wrapped up. And you said nothing about the man, but then this Darren Pang guy goes after you, and he starts going, listen to how much of a dickhead this guy is. LaRaque is quoted as saying 99 was the worst coach he ever played for. How would he know? First guy out of the rink. # where's George?
Oh, no.
So there's a personal attack. And then he goes, I was there for the LaRaque experiment. Uncoachable player. Coaches would skate extras. Couldn't find him. # already in the car. And all that George did was say, dude, why don't you, this is on Twitter. Why do you call me? Why do you call me so we don't do this on Twitter? This is embarrassing and childish. And that's all you said to him. And this little guy hiding behind Wayne Gretzky makes me sick. He's one of those guys that practices, I call it Scottish karate, where they kick you when you're down.
But you know what happened? And first of all, in everything that he said doesn't make sense. But if I was that uncommitted on with the team, I wouldn't have had a great season, like a great start. Even the line that I was playing with Mike Zigomanis and Alex Saprikian, what he called it the OMG night, we were doing really good. So if I was uncommitted the way that he's talking about, I wouldn't have a great season there, and I wouldn't be +7. And the thing that I don't respect with Darren now is after I told him to call me, and I talked to Jeremy Roenick, and he got me his number, and I called him after, so we could talk like men. And I said, I talked to him, I said, why are you doing this? Why don't you call me and talk to me like a man? And then we solved that out. It was supposed to be solved. And he said, okay, George, I made a mistake. I'm sorry I got wrapped up because he's my friend and all that stuff. And everything that I said is true, but he was defending him because it's his friend. That's the conversation that we had. He knows that. He knows that that there are the guys that says the same thing. He admitted it. But then after the conversation, he goes and do an interview in in Edmonton for the Team 9 1260, and he did the same thing. He started ripping me after.
What a ferret!
He needs some little attention right now. That's all he's looking for.
So then I texted him and I said, Darren, we just talked on the phone. You said everything is fine. Why are you doing this? I said, I'm just having a little fun. So see, that's the thing. You can't, when you attack somebody personally, it's one thing. It's totally different. But when you criticize somebody professionally about the job they do, it's not the same thing.
Yeah.
And what he did is out of line. From former player to former player, you don't do that. And
You should challenge him face to belly button.
Yeah.
No, because I'm not like that. I'm not promoting violence. I'm not like that. Like, if the way that he wants to conduct his business and his life, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm more about being positive and be happy. You're talking about a guy that his parents were born in Haiti. They came to Montreal at 20 years old. And today, with the tragedy, I shouldn't even be alive. I feel lucky to be alive. So I'm not going to get a couple people criticizing about this story or Darren Pang make me any less of a man or not happy or anything, because I feel fortunate.
Can I ask you?
Will inspire people, so I don't worry about that stuff.
As you shouldn't, focusing on the positive. But who is Darren Pang? I don't know.
Is he
who
an announcer or something?
How long did he play in the NHL for? What has he ever achieved? How does he have the right to sit here and call you out and to take personal attacks and get after you? What has he ever done? I don't know him other than being on TSN.
Yeah. I guess he feels like he played 1,000. I don't know what it is, but I don't want to attack him. I'm not gonna attack somebody because
I will.
He doesn't like me or whatever, right? You guys could do, but it's okay with it. I'm not. My book is not even about hockey. It's about inspire people. It's spiritual, So it's not. It's try to get people in the journey and get people to think that there's things in life more important than hockey. So I'm not going to focus on the negative aspect of it.
Yeah.
Obviously, when you do something, you write the truth, and you're straightforward, direct. Some people will not like that. Some people will. And to me, that's what's important.
George LaRaque, our guest, talking about his new book, which is in stores now. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, George, on one hand, though, I guess the controversy is good in terms for sales, right? So you have this Gretzky controversy, the steroid controversy, too. And I know it's such a little part of your book, but do you want? Is this an opportunity maybe for you to defend that part of it, too?
Okay, well, yeah, to talk about the sale, I already got paid up front. So it doesn't matter how much they sell the book. And that's what I try to explain to people.
Oh, cool.
And because it's not the case. And I don't like the fact that there's controversy around it because it's not the vocal point of it. And really, it's not me as a person. If I want a controversy, and that's what I want to use to sell the book right now, I'd be talking to you guys, and I'd give you controversy to get to be able to sell this. But I'm telling you, I don't even want to talk about that because it's no big deal. It's nothing. Mm-hmm. And I could have, if I wanted to be controversial, I'd say worse thing than that. But it's not the point. It's not about that. Like the thing about the steroid, that was taken out of proportion again because I'm talking about before there was a drug policy in the NHL, how we knew there's a couple guys that were on the steroid. The league did the testing and it improved the problem. And today what I'm saying is that we should do blood testing to test guys not just for steroid, but for all type of drugs, because we lost 3 warriors this summer. There's guys maybe taking drug in silence that we don't know about. We could prevent more tragedy to happen by doing blood testing. In the Olympics, we do blood testing, and hockey players make more money than them. So why can't we do that to hockey players?
Yeah.
Why can't we test them in the summer?
Keep them honest.
To protect guys for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how, by giving an idea, a solution to try to help guys, is being compared to Jose Canseco. I'm not naming names. I've never took steroid, and the vocal point of the book is not even about steroid. It's just finding a measure to help guys because I think we have to do something to make sure that no other guys harm themselves. And as we know this summer, there's some guys suffering depression in silence, and the blood test will help us know who they are to find the right help for them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you're a vegan?
Yes, I'm vegan.
Must eat a lot of beans because you're huge. Listen, dude. Sorry, go ahead.
All the time. People say, how do you get to be 280 to eat just carrots and celery? I know, but
maybe you're dipping them in chocolate, dude.
That's a lot of it.
George LaRaque, hey, listen, every time you're on our show, dude, we really appreciate your time. We stand behind you having an opinion, and that's all it is. George is allowed, you're allowed an opinion because that's your truth. And for someone to tell you your truth isn't the truth, they can eat it, including Darren Pang, who, if you ask me, and you might be better than that than me, if you ask me, all he's doing is riding the coattails of everybody else's success, and that got him a job in TV. So don't worry about him.
He kind of looks like a carrot.
Ferret. He looks like a ferret. Dude,
can I hire you as my agent?
Yeah. Hey, George, great to talk to you again, brother. Best of luck. We wish you nothing but the best for the book.
Okay, thanks, man.
Take care.
See ya.
George LaRaque book is called The Story of the Unlikeliest Tough Guy. Yeah, that's a huge 280.
Our buddy Zigomanis is a vegan too. It's funny he mentioned his name. I wonder if he turned him on to that diet or something.
But Zigomanis has veganism in common with George LaRaque.
Yeah.
And he's also got the Irish light switch in common with you.
With me.
Yeah.
Well, we got to call him actually. We'll, yeah, that's someone we'll talk to in the next couple days.
That'd be great.
On the after show.
You know, I watched and I don't talk about it often. I watched it's the same thing. I watched as Wade passed. I watched all these people get on the depression bandwagon and be experts and use personal experiences with Wade and publish emails and all that crap. And I watched them shoot themselves in the foot. And I watched them act like morons and jump on bandwagons to get more Twitter followers and get people to watch their new season show and to look like an expert. And I'm watching guys do the same thing to George LaRaque, who didn't do anything wrong. That's his opinion. And you know what? If you asked for numbers in paper, that'd support his opinion.
Yeah, and it's so lighthearted too, I think. Like there's no attack on anyone.
Eat it.
Well, people make it all about themselves. Exactly what you said.
All the time.
And that's the problem with most media people. They do it to create the controversy, so people then look at them like they're all of a sudden the center of the universe. But it's not about them. It's about George and a great spiritual book.
And you know what? Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I watched the other night on sports that Nick Kyprios, who I thought was a decent guy.
Yeah.
I watched him have an opinion saying that George's opinion was wrong because Nick was friends with, and that's how this whole thing works.
It's
blindly
it's a
sticking up
fraternity.
for your friends. No, that's his opinion. And if you look at and you know what, I expected more of Kyprios, and I don't even know this Pang guy.
Yeah.
But you know, he's obviously achieved more in the NHL than I will ever do. But you know, you can't
Between the pipes for the Blackhawks.
Yeah.
I actually went to a game when he was playing.
How do
there
you
was
do?
a guy sitting beside me going, "Stand up, Pang!"
Because he's so little.
No, it's just a shame. Guys.
Yeah,
and these are grown
make it
men.
all about
and
themselves.
this is what
It's for
you're
ratings.
right.
It's for it's all.
And it's for attention.
It's for attention.
They're attention whores. Like I look back on and I'll be honest. I look back on that, and this is my opinion. I'm entitled to it. That piece that blog did that Michael Landsberg did on Wade, and that was bull crap. Full on, front to back, start to finish. If that's his opinion, that's one thing. But to make it about you when it has nothing to do with you, and that's what Darren Pang's doing. Then George is writing a book. He's trying to encourage people. Shut up.
Leader of the Green Party, he was such because he was on the show last year for Battle of the Blades, and he was such an inspiration actually having George in here.
Yeah,
you know, and that's a guy who made a living being a tough guy, and he didn't even really like doing it, but he just earned, he earned the paycheck, and he just wants to have and teach children the great ways of life. It's really quite a wonderful story. I actually want to get the book.
The Dean Blundell Show. The Dean Blundell Show on the Edge.
Time for open phones. Hi, the Edge.
I'd like to call for open phones.
Yes, you would.
Yes, I would. I'd like to comment. Yesterday, you were talking about how dirty broads are in the washroom, and I'm a professional cleaner.
Back us up.
Is that do you do that when you go out? Do you tell people that?
That I'm a professional cleaner?
Yeah, like you go pick up chicks. You go, yeah. What do you go? Hey, what do you do? She goes, I'm in marketing. When she goes, what do? You go, I'm a professional cleaner.
Says it on your business card.
Yeah, give me a call.
I do.
I love it.
I do.
Good job, dude. And why don't you tell me what you found in ladies' bathrooms?
I find that women, they must hold their crap in for like 3 days. Because they have explosive butts, I tell you. They don't even sit on the toilet either. So when they hold their crap in and they let it go in a public washroom, they squat over the thing and they get it everywhere except in the toilet. And I don't know how they manage to find... I find crap on the side of the toilet, on the back of the toilet.
Yep.
I find it underneath the seat.
For sure you would.
The seat as with blood as well up there.
Oh, that's enough.
No, dude, it's fact.
No.
It's fact. It may not be tasty to hear. It's fact.
It is fact. And broads are more dirty in a washroom than men are.
Yeah.
You would know from a professional cleaner. You're the voice of reason now.
Yes. I mean, you've seen how, like...
Dude, one time I found a fetus in the toilet bowl.
A fetus.
A fetus. I was also cleaning professionally.
You did that for a year.
And
That's right.
I accidentally went into the girls' bathroom, which I called Beirut. And I went in there and I looked in the bowl because I was trying to clean because I don't want girls to sit on dirty toilet seats because that's how you get crabs. And anyway, so there's a fetus.
Yeah, with a poop mohawk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
It's true. Girls are the grossest. Well, you don't hear about guys having abortions in the toilet. True. Duh.
Blood, though, sometimes.
Yeah, okay. Hi, The Edge.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's up?
Jay, I want to ask them what they think about that Joe Paterno scandal.
Oh, that's that's unfortunate, too.
Hey, it's terrible, but, I mean, some of the stuff...
It's disgusting.
Well, no, it's this guy, Jerry Sandusky, is that his name?
Yeah.
So this guy, I'll tell you exactly what I think about it. Hang on a second. This is going to sound terrible, and I shouldn't be laughing, but someone wrote a book about him. It's maybe like an autobiography.
On who?
On this Jerry Sandusky dude.
The guy who's been accused, or has it been proven that he had encounters with younger boys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In 2000, he for 15 years he abused. A terrible story. Up to 8 boys during a 10-year period. He's the former assistant coach of the Penn State football team. Joe Paterno, legendary. He's like almost
Penn
100
State,
years.
Yeah, I mean, the entire program.
Yeah, they won national championships. And Joe Paterno is an institution. He is bigger than the program, and he's big. He's the coach. He's like 100. Anyway, Jerry used to work with him. So he got arrested over the weekend for sexually abusing these kids, and a bunch of guys were hiding it, like the athletic director, assistant athletic director, so they're all been charged too, which is good. But I don't know if you know this, a guy named Kip Raquel has known Sandusky for 30 years and is his former equipment manager for the PSU football team, co-wrote a book, an autobiography about Sandusky called Touched.
Oh, no. That's not what it's called. It was supposed to be a positive book, I guess. It was touched did he have positive messages in the book? Oh, no. Oh, no.
It shouldn't be funny, but
no.
I mean, really.
What's next? The name, like the sequel to the book, Fondled? Oh, that's horrible, man.
Score one for the Kipper.
Yeah. Can you believe that?
And they're saying that Paterno knew about it, right? And went to the program as opposed to the police. And that's why people are saying, should he, knowing...
I don't know.
Yeah, that's
I
what
don't even want to get into it.
Okay, well, anyway.
I just think it's funny that he wrote a book called Touched. That's all. Hi, The Edge.
Hey, guys.
Hey. It's just one of those topics, I don't want to talk about.
I'm glad you don't
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
First off, like to say, I love your show.
Thanks, dude.
Listen to it all the time.
Thank you.
And I want to touch on the idiots who are always prank calling people. They're always, I hate it. And second off, I still have semen in my eye.
What?
I have semen.
You're taking up.
I don't know.
Sounded like
you said he had man stuff in his eye.
That's what I thought. His phone was self-editing it. That's exactly what I thought.
I got semen in my eye. I got semen in my eye. And I took a big giant. That's what happened.
Hey, thanks for telling us, Mark.
Right.
Yeah.
Semen in your eye, big thing in your ear. That's weird.
Good for
The Edge.
Hey, Denis.
Hey, man.
You know who's doing that squat and spray in the toilet? Those chicks?
Who's that?
It's the Nerks.
Oh, I get it. I know. No, but you could say maybe people from different countries are the ones that aren't abiding by toilet rules.
There's toilet rules?
Nerd countries.
I don't know. We don't agree with that guy at all.
Hi, The Edge.
Hey, man, what's up?
Yeah, what's your name?
Adrian, man. Is this open phone?
Yep.
Yeah, what's the card? Why don't you guys ever sing that song, Rubbing Up My Ball Sack anymore? You remember that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's also like we did it and like Jay had a part in it, I'll say. Right?
Yeah.
Part of it. It's kind of, that's, I think.
I don't know, because I'm 38.
It's kind of like when, like.
Mostly.
Yeah.
Hi, The Edge.
How's it going?
Good, what's up?
I got a joke for you guys.
Are we doing jokes today? Is a joke?
We like to do jokes on the after show now because we can actually tell more of them.
Yeah. I got to work though. I can't always watch that.
All right,
it's just to listen to.
What's your joke?
If you can watch it.
How many divorced men does it take to change a light bulb?
I don't know.
None, because they never get the house.
This is very true, actually.
That's a good joke, bro.
It's profound.
Although I'm sure they can get it in like the condo or something.
Yeah. There are other light bulbs in other places.
Hi, The Edge.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Right on. I'm just calling in yesterday.
Mega sausage fest on the phones today, by the
That's
way.
what happens. But dude, when it rains, it pours with women too, though. So
Yeah,
we got to
that's
take the good with the bad.
Go ahead, dude.
Hey, yesterday you guys were talking about aliens, and I just wanted, if you guys wanted to check out a video on YouTube. It's UFO over Jerusalem. It's an insane.
Yeah, I put it on my blog a while ago.
Oh, did you see?
Yeah, dude, I saw that. There were like 4 or 5 different videos of it too, which was pretty crazy.
Yeah, but yesterday the guy was talking about how he saw a light come down over the city and then shoot back up, and that's exactly what was on. That's exactly what that was.
Yeah,
it's nuts. It's insane. I don't believe in aliens, but that one's enough to just make you kind of think.
Yeah, that was about 4 months ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I threw it on my blog. It's really peculiar, man.
Yeah, it's different, man. Anyway, thanks a lot. Have a good one, guys.
Yeah, you too, dude.
Yeah. Have you saw that one, right? Remember we showed it to you?
Hey, The Edge.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey.
More like a comment. I'd like to see the what up rebought back to the show. You guys rock, right?
What up?
Yeah, you remember Dean used to do the what up, W-U-D, what
up?
Yeah.
You like that? I don't know what people like.
That's amazing.
That's hilarious. That's what he wants. He wants me to say, what up?
Yeah, you do.
What up?
Give I think other things you say are good.
What up? How about in the face?
In the face?
That was bring that one back.
What about foam party?
Foam party.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Get the big foam party.
Do you remember from a long time ago the look what you do?
Look what you do, baby. Look what you do. Yeah, that's from the Ike and Tina Turner story.
Yeah.
Whew. She wanted cake for sure.
What about psych? We had that going for a bit.
Yeah, we got to bring that 80s crap back.
Psych!
Or same diff.
Grody. Oh, God.
Same diff.
Grody to the max.
Grody to the max.
Don't ever use that one.
By The Edge.
Hey, good morning, guys.
What's up, brother?
Chuck Norris once ate 4 turtles, and when he crapped them out, they were 6 feet tall and knew karate.
I get it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
By The Edge.
Hello?
Hey, who's this?
Jennifer.
This just stopped being a sausage party. Thank you. What's up, Jennifer?
Nothing. How are you guys?
Good. Are you the chick that broke the table?
No.
Are you? Well, who are you? Have I talked to you before? Have we talked?
No, I've never. Actually, this is the first time I called in. I actually got in first try.
You sound cool.
I am pretty cool.
Are you into chicks?
I think they're gorgeous, but no, I have a boyfriend.
Wow.
So
I like that, though. You think they're gorgeous. That's a nice way to put it. It would be weird to describe a guy like that.
I think he's gorgeous.
I love men.
What's up?
I just wanted to comment on the girls being disgusting in the toilet.
Yep.
Absolutely true. I used to work for Old Navy, and part of our job was having to wash the washrooms in there, and it was disgusting going in the women's washroom.
Old Navy,
Yeah, that was back in early days when I had a crap job.
What do you do now?
I'm a child and youth worker. I work in a group home, and you know what? The same thing happens there. The girls' bathroom is horrible. And
Well, they got bad aim because they're all troubled and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe they do it on purpose.
and tampons everywhere.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Now, I don't know how to... is there an extra place for the tampon for the female, or are you supposed to flush that down
dude,
the
if
toilet?
you go into the green room here, into our big, nice private green room,
okay.
If you go in there,
not in the washroom.
People are throwing tampons in there.
Yeah, in the washroom in the green room.
In the washroom in the green room.
In a public bathroom, it's supposed to go. There's a place right there.
Yeah, there's a little garbage connected to the wall. You lift up the tin top and you put your vampire tea bag in there.
What do they do with them after? Give them the vampires?
I don't know.
For
but
tea?
you had to go in there with gloves and pull everything out. It was disgusting.
Yeah, you put them in a... You had to pull them out.
I would have quit that job. I would have quit. I don't care how much you needed that $8.25 an hour. I would have quit that job.
I totally did.
That makes me so sick.
It is really disgusting. I don't know why
female-
women don't leave it for home.
Other than the female anatomy looking so awesome, like looking so banging,
At its best.
looking so hot, and other than how it all works and stuff, that part of it is the worst thing I've ever heard.
That thing.
That thing. I got no problem with anything else. It's just that one thing, that and childbirth, which just turned me right off.
Well,
I
maybe
know, but you know what? After years of listening to you, you talk a lot about how you don't like to do things on that time of the month. But when you're with someone for a long time, you just pull out the maroon towels and everything's fine.
boom, love ya. You're so right, baby.
Maybe changing my mind on that, actually.
I've never met a guy who's had a problem with that.
Yeah.
Especially, I can understand the first couple of times you're with someone. Yeah.
No, but if you really like them, like if you're, I get that.
It's
If you're
still
in love
yeah.
with somebody, but you know, like it still looks like a murder scene when you're done.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
It looks like
oh my God! I've stabbed someone with my penis.
And the worst part is when I'm with my boyfriend, we do it at the end of that time, and I think it's all gone. It comes back every time.
Yeah, you open up the gates again. yeah.
The gates of hell.
You part the Red Sea.
The vaginal gates of hell.
But you're
fun talk.
But you're a little bit hornier during that time, aren't you? Because I find that most females are.
Yeah.
And Todd's had sex with most of the females.
Some guys are too. Yeah.
You know, the first couple of days, no, that's a no-go zone. But near the end, yeah, women get pretty horny after that.
Well, because they were so bitchy for the last week, they want to celebrate now.
For the good boning.
Yeah. It's time to enjoy life again. Yeah.
Instead of being a bitch. Hear that, chicks?
Oh.
Enjoy life. Don't be a bitch. Even because I got a question to you. Maybe you can answer this for me, Jennifer.
Yes.
Do you still have a choice as to what comes out of your mouth during those few days?
I would say yeah. I don't find I get bitchy at all. I don't feel a difference at all.
You're awesome.
I'm serious. I don't. I get a little cramping. That's it. But I don't get extra bitchy. So I don't understand that.
So you're saying you still have a choice as to how you act when you're having that time?
Yes, absolutely.
I've heard that people don't.
I know girls.
For a long time.
Give me a break.
Yeah. And I heard they last for months at a time. Anyway.
Well, then you're finding the wrong choice of women there then.
Well, I'm guessing you're probably onto something there, kid. Have a great day.
You guys are awesome.
Thanks.
I listen to you guys all the time. I try and sneak it in there too when I'm driving my son to work, and every time you guys get vulgar, I try and do the quick switch.
You drive your kid to work?
To school, I meant, sorry.
While you're going to work.
You don't sound old enough to have a kid that goes to work.
The wallet factory.
We're making him work at 5.
Yeah. That little bitch.
He needs to get a job and stop sponging.
Yeah, there you go. How old is he?
He's 10.
Dude, they do it overseas. They make awesome shoes. Why not?
They'll put him to work.
And weapons.
They make awesome shoes and weapons.
Give a weapon. They shoot weapons some places. So.
Thanks for your call.
Thank you. Bye.
Have a great day. Bye-bye.
It's a crazy world.
I know.
The Dean Blundell Show. On 102.1 The Edge.
Open phone's coming up in a minute. Just want to get to a couple emails before we take a break. So I promised I would. Because they're too funny. You had George LaRaque on. He wrote that book that was basically said Gretzky was the worst coach he ever had, which is his opinion. He's entitled to it.
Well,
right?
he said it in terms of a record and stuff. There's way more to the book.
There's way more to the book than they say. So anyway, Darren Pang started a Twitter fight with him because he's like best. He sucks on the Gretzky teat, if you will. I really like Wayne. I listen. I really like Wayne. He could be one of the coolest cats on the planet. One of the nicest men I've ever met.
We've met him.
Honestly, he could be. Yeah. He told story after story. He wanted to hang out with me. He's just a really quality guy.
And he remembers you if you see him again. Like, it's crazy. All the people he meets, he remembers people.
And I call guys like Darren Pang beg friends. Do you know what that means? Is they beg friends. They're beg friends. They're friends of convenience. They're hangers on. And he may be a real quality friend of his trying to stick up for him. Anyway, so Darren Pang gets real personal and then it just douches out on some radio station in Edmonton about George LaRaque saying Gretzky's the worst coach he ever had. LaRaque had a lot of coaches, and he can make that assessment himself. Didn't work for him. Some coaches are good, some coaches are bad, some are good for you, some not so much. He's just saying, that was the worst coach he ever had. So Darren Pang's doing the whole, oh yeah, well you were never at practice. You get in the car, you can never go to practice. Well, this is Darren Pang. Someone sent me this email on PK Subban and I'm going to play this. He said something about PK Subban. I'm going to play this for you, and I'll make the correlation for you in just a second.
I think, as you mentioned, part of the process, it's funny how we are with these athletes. PK Subban comes in with the World Juniors, playing junior hockey in Ontario, and he's full of life, he's full of personality, he's a gregarious sort, and almost the more gregarious he got and the more full of life he got, the more everybody wants to settle him down. I can tell you this right now, there's another example in the league that maybe he should try to duplicate. And that is another young defenseman. Everybody's saying that PK Subban's the best 21-year-old defenseman. Alex Pietrangelo also represented Canada. He's a 20-year-old. He's a first-round pick, and he does everything on the ice, off the ice, the white way.
So he said that about Alex Pietrangelo doing things the white way, right? Did you want to hear that again? Sorry, I'll just play that for you one more time.
Represented Canada. He's a 20-year-old. He's a first-round pick, and he does everything on the ice, off the ice, the white way.
So clearly a slip of the tongue. So he gets at. So here, and I'll play you the end of this.
The right way, and he endears himself to his teammates because of that. But you almost feel bad for PK because he's got a lot of personality. But it's time to settle things down a little bit and just play hockey and be a pro.
Now, that's great opinion from a guy that played 60 games in the NHL. But anyway. So he gets on PK Subban, and now he gets on George LaRaque. You know the two things here? Here's it, and I'll shut the music off, and I'll be very bold.
Yeah. The common denominator?
The common denominator of why Darren Pang took a run at PK Subban and why he took a run at George LaRaque, both played for the Habs.
Oh.
Yeah. Clearly he's not a Hab fan. Clearly. And if I was the Habs organization, I'd take offense to it. You're supposed to be arbitrary.
Yeah,
as an announcer.
Yeah, I don't like the Habs either, but I don't have a job like that, so I can say whatever I like. But if you ask me, from what I have seen, Darren Pang has an issue with players that played for Montreal. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I could be a genius to put those two together.
It's pretty hurtful.
I know.
He played on the Blackhawks.
Yeah. For 5 minutes. Maybe he's envious. Maybe he wanted to play for the Habs.
For sure, he wanted a longer career.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, very envious. Very. Just kept coming up short. I'd be mad too. 5'5". I'd be mad too if I was 5'5". I'd be mad at both those guys. I'd be mad at everybody.
The Chorus Broadcasting System presents
The Dean Blundell Show.
Going to be a super duper program for you.
102.1 The Edge.
And we're back. Hello. Hey, The Edge.
Hello?
Who's this?
Stacy. How you guys doing?
Oh, no.
No, don't worry. You're right. You're right.
You're right. We're here. We're at work. We're at work.
Okay.
You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
Sorry, go ahead.
Popular name.
Flashback. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, hey, I was wondering if you guys were talking about sayings from back in the days. Do you guys remember the Gretzky from the Corgi commercial?
Yeah. Gretzky.
Gretzky.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys were
Thanks,
also
Joey.
talking about bathrooms and girls and being nasty.
You can't make racist statements.
It's not racist. It's just a nasty bathroom. Go to a Chinese store bathroom. Nasty.
They have Chinese girls' bathrooms? Here we've got
They're very tiny.
The stores are all bathrooms now, aren't they?
I meant to say like at a restaurant.
Yeah. So, but you know what? When Chinese people go to Chinese restaurants, you know what they call? You know what they call the restaurant?
What?
You know, say they go, hey, do you want to go for Chinese? What do the Chinese people say when they go for Chinese food? I'm going for what?
I'm going to eat.
No, going for food. Going to get some food. Going to a restaurant. That's what they do.
I've been to some washrooms at Chinese food restaurants, and they were. Oh, I wasn't in the women's one.
Bingo.
Different.
Maybe the men are clean and the women are not.
You really opened up my eyes to this, Dean. I think we started talking about it on the after show, didn't we?
Yeah.
And I really was just being very presumptuous and thinking there's no way they'd be dirtier than ours. I just
Filthy.
assumed there'd be some class.
New. Zero. You know what it is?
Ours
It's
are gross. How much worse can it get?
Terrible. 18. Well, we don't have a bunch of biohazard stuff in the front, right?
but
so
still.
it's 18 to like 30-year-old women have no respect for bathrooms. None. And they're disgusting.
I'd imagine old women don't either.
No, they do. At the edge, because you get tired of cleaning up other people's toilets, right? So you go, I'm not doing that to someone else.
And they always have to sit. That's what really opened up my eyes too. When they said we only have one or the two stalls for that, and the rest are the urinals.
Right.
And then they you multiply that by 4 or 5 for women. They're like 10 stalls.
It's a lot of gut lockers. At the edge,
gross.
Hi guys, how you doing?
Hey,
awesome to talk to you guys.
thanks, dude. What's your name?
Oh, it's Matt. Okay, listen, I know I'm going to get chewed alive from both of you guys for bringing this topic up, but I told my boys I'm going to do it, so I was hoping we could talk a little bit about it. So Justin
Bieber?
Yeah, Bieber.
What about him?
Just hear me out, 2 seconds. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, I played football for about 10 years, okay, in fabulous Canadian Football League. Played with your boy Lummer a lot, actually. So,
Jesse.
Yeah, what a good dude.
Yeah, you got it.
Lumsden? A Lummer? Is that what you call him?
Lummer.
We always have guys that say they could be doing it, and, you know, all these guys, we call them haters. Everyone knows the expression haters, right? I just don't know why a couple of good Canadian folk like yourself are hating on this young buck who's out there doing it. I mean, who cares?
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you exactly why. I have an answer for you. Would you like to hear it? I don't need to hear anymore because I agree with you. We shouldn't hate a good Canadian export. But that guy basically denied being Canadian and treated some people like absolute garbage when he first started out, thinking he was a big man. And that pissed me off because that is not Canadian, and that is why I think he's the biggest puke on 2 wheels.
Yeah, there was that interview we played where he didn't even like talk about being from Canada and stuff. He doesn't like use it to help him.
He told someone during the same interview, he goes, "Don't effing touch me. Don't you know who I am?" Like, just a douche move.
Most 16-year-old boys are douches at some point, aren't they?
No, he's a king of the douches.
I want to know who this is.
Yeah, fair enough, man.
Who are you? No, what's your name?
My name's Matt.
Matt, you played in the CFL for 10 years. What's your last name?
Yeah. Oh, you guys are killing me, man. This is
No, because Derek's a huge CFL fan.
Derek is like a massive CFL fan.
Right on. Yeah, I was with the Ticats.
What's your last name?
Oh, you're killing me, man.
What? It's cool. Just say it, dude.
Because now, like,
You're in the public eye for 10 years.
Dude, we're not carving you. We're just, I'm telling you why. You asked a question. I'm telling you why. Now Derek is interested to know who you are because he probably knows you.
And besides, you could kick our ass if you wanted to.
Totally.
The man who has the mic last gets to kick the other guy's ass. That's how it always works, don't it?
No, not really.
Dude, I think it's cool that you asked us about Bieber, and you're right about we should always appreciate Canadian talent, and we said that. But when then he starts trashing Canada,
it's embarrassing.
Yeah, we're embarrassed by it.
Well, fair enough by that. You know what, guys? I got to be honest, then I don't really pay attention to this. So I didn't know that he did some of that garbage.
Yeah. So what's your last name, Matt? Come on.
Well,
Dude, email me if you want.
When did you retire?
In 09.
Okay, and you played what position for the Tiger Cats?
I snapped the ball. All right.
Oh, you're a long snapper.
Long snapper.
You got it, baby.
That's cool, dude.
Is he a big boy? Like, because then you got blocked the court. He must be a big dude.
He's huge. Yeah. Don't mess with him.
There you go.
Okay. Well, congratulations. You've achieved more than us.
Like the other guys are big, but anyway, let's say go Cats, and let's hope that they take a run.
Yeah, they're stumbling into.
Did
the
you win?
playoffs.
Did you ever win a Grey Cup?
I don't know.
Oh, you got rid of him? You got him off? Oh, I want to talk to him.
He wouldn't give us his last name. I don't want to talk to us.
Really? I do. I just want to see how much like he has saved up. No.
Yeah. Don't do that.
I know. I'm joking. I'm sorry. See, there was that douche move on the last man on the mic. I'm sorry.
Hi, the Edge.
Hey, boys, what's up?
Yep. What's happening?
Hey, I was talking about, you guys were talking about the bathrooms, eh? I work for the railroad, and I'll tell you, the best craps I ever take are out in the bush.
Yep. It's where nature intended it.
Oh, I know. I lean up against a tree, I look out on the lake, maybe put a fishing rod in there. Greatest. I get like a 6-ply wipe going. It's the best.
I can't do it outside because of the bugs. They're always coming around it, right?
No problem, yeah. Dude, there was one time I was looking at a cottage or land. It was years ago.
Sure.
And I fell in it because Anyway. Hi, the Edge.
That's the worst story you ever told in your life.
I know. I don't even want to go. I don't want to tell it.
It was a funny story.
It was.
in the
I'm
car.
done. I don't even want to tell it.
Oh, I know why.
Yeah. Hey, sorry. What's your name?
Ashley. It's okay.
Yeah, just don't worry. No.
Sorry, go ahead.
Ashley.
Yeah, go ahead, Ashley.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I'm just on my way to work right now. I'm on a bus.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Yell, you love the Dean Blundell show on the bus really loud.
No, don't.
No, don't.
What do you want to talk about?
Oh, no, I just want to tell you guys, like, you're really amazing, and I listen to you, like, every morning.
How old are you?
21.
Come on, yell it on the bus. For
How tall are you?
5'4".
You're only 5'4"?
Yeah, I'm Italian, so I'm short.
You good looking?
Very good looking.
We have very good looking listeners, I've noticed.
Twitter us.
Thank you for your nice words. I hope you have a great day.
You too, guys.
Okay, bye-bye.
Send a little twit pic from the bus.
Twit pick the twat. Twat pick. Tweet it. Twit twat. Tweet twat pick. Tweet it.
Look all pouty and stuff. Come on.
Like this, like,
do the pout. Yeah.
Someone just stole my food. That look.
Someone farted on the bus.
What's that?
Do that look.
But arch it a little on the bus.
And not like you can arch your back and put that look on your face like someone tooted.
Push a picture. Put a picture of you dinging that little thing there up there.
Ding, ding.
Ding, ding.
Ding, ding.
Yeah.
Flick the bell. Flick it.
Flick the bell.
Flick the bell on the bus. Flick it.
Harder. Flick it.
And then fart. I like it.
Capture it.
Yeah, capture the fart flick on the bus.
You know why I wouldn't pursue that?
Pursue what?
That girl.
Because of the germs from the bus?
Yep. She takes the bus.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. No, I'm joking.
I'm not.
The Dean Blundell Show, 102.1, The Edge.